I actually started out in materials back in 2007. After 6 months of doing that, I started the academy in June, graduated EMT candidate of the academy, started doing that, was an EMT on the streets, became an FTO for 4 years, and I was actually walking by Duffy's office one day, and Duffy kind of corralled me in there and said, "Hey, I want to talk to you about something. We're going to start this new program. We're going to send EMTs that work here to paramedic school. We're going to pay them." So he sent me to paramedic school, graduated from there. To be really great in this system, you need to go get your paramedic, and that's where you make a real impact. You get to be in the back with the patients when they, sometimes they code. That's just the facts of life, and you get to bring them back. There's nothing more exhilarating when you walk into a house and there's a kid who's on the couch just limp and blue, and by the time you get to the hospital, the mom is thanking you because the kid's pink and talking and crying just like a normal child. So there's really no better impact than that. It was kind of snowing real bad, and it's Christmas Eve, and there was a call out in Sand Springs where a H2 Hummer kind of went over the median and struck another car. By the time we got there was a crew on scene. We were actually second on scene, and we were kind of helping getting this family of 3 out. Well, it turned out that they all died on scene, and the young man walked away without a scratch. It turned out that he was actually smoking some marijuana. He was actually a little bit high, which caused him to make some bad decisions. Now with that really affected me. That had a hard impact, as calls with children usually do. And Chris Stevens actually approached me with a opportunity to do what's called Operation Aware, and this is go into schools and talk to kids about drugs. You can really tell that it has a long-lasting effect on them. Some of them, I've actually had one or a couple of them cry actually from the story that we tell, because it's a 10-year-old kid on his way to grandma's house on Christmas Eve. I mean, everybody can relate to that. Everybody's done it. Everybody was getting in a car, going to their grandma's house on Christmas Eve, going to open presents, eat with grandma, but in actuality, a state trooper had to go knock on the door at grandma's house and tell them that their family of 3 or their son, their grandson died on the highway because of a decision that a young man made. If in that class of 20, if we can help 5, 6, even one child not make that wrong decision, maybe they'll become a doctor, a lawyer, or even a stay-at-home mom with 3 loving kids. I mean, it doesn't matter. They'll be there in the future. They'll make an impact in the world, either small or big.